Hello, this is John Martin of AdGroupGenerator.com, and I'd like to welcome you to this overview screencast of the whole AdGroupGenerator system. This is something that I had created to help me manage my own AdWords campaign, to help optimise them. So I found I was spending just too much time messing about with the online interface that Google AdWords provides. They also provide some free tools which, unless you sort of ferret around some of the help systems, you don't always find. And there's something called Adwords Editor, which is actually a free tool that Google provides that you can download that actually runs on your computer. You can update that, and it's a lot easier to update a lot of the settings, and then you can update your changes so that it actually goes back into your main AdWords account on the internet. And once they're activated on the internet, obviously that then affects your online ads being displayed as people search for keywords and things. The next thing before doing a tour of the ad group generator, I want to quickly do a bit of revision really on the relevance and importance of ad groups within the overall structure of an AdWords campaign. And then we'll actually do a guided quick tour of the ad group generator utility that I've had created. Finally, I just want to sort of quickly go over to the help section on the website. You'll notice that these videos are in YouTube format, so you may well come across this on YouTube. But there's a lot more information on the help section of the AdGroupGenerator.com website to sort of help you get the most from these tools. Anyway, starting at the beginning, let's just head over to the AdWords online interface. Okay, here we are. This is the new interface recently released. It takes a bit of getting used to. But essentially, you've got tabs at the top that enable you to set up your campaign. Within your campaign, you can set up ad groups, enter your keywords, enter your bids, enter your ads, and then obviously activate all of that. And then as and when you get people clicking on your ads or their ads getting displayed without getting clicked on, you then get more information on your click-through rates and your sort of average position, so you can then use that to optimise how your ads are displayed, what words and text you use in your ads, where they're positioned and all the rest of it. And so it's a very powerful tool, but it's quite restrictive because you've got to go through step by step, and sometimes it's not always obvious. So Google have provided some other free tools which I'll take you to in a minute. There's basically a learning centre for AdWords. Now this learning centre is on the screen now. It's sort of accessed through the help system, and it sort of gives you a step-by-step training guide of how to get up and running with AdWords. The particular bits that we're interested in are further down the page here in the AdWords toolbox, and this is where they describe all the tools that they provide. And the two we're particularly interested in, under performance tools, there's a keyword tool which we'll talk about in a separate video, and there's the AdWords Editor itself, which is where you can find out what it is, find out how to download it, and why that's so much easier to use than the online editor once you've just got some basic grounding in what AdWords is all about. So, what is AdWords all about? Hopefully you're fairly familiar with AdWords, which is why you're watching this particular video. There's a quick piece of revision. Online you open your AdWords account, and within your account you can have a number of campaigns. For each campaign you'll be selling or trying to promote some individual product in a niche, and you'll do some keyword research, which may be using paid services or even using Google's free keyword research tool. The output of your research will be some relevant targeted keywords that you've identified. And obviously at this stage you don't know whether they're going to be productive within sort of an AdWords sense, but you've got a list, and you'll most likely save this in some sort of plain text format like Notepad. So you've got like a long list of keywords. So then what do you do with them? Well, in the traditional method you would go on to the online utility, the AdWords interface, and you would enter those and then create ad groups by breaking down all of your keywords into sort of chunks of similar groupings. So within your campaign you would end up with a number of different ad groups. Each of those ad groups would contain combinations of the keywords you found, and this is where you'd actually specify whether you wanted your keywords to be found in the AdWords and Google search system under a broad match, a phrase match, or an exact match. And so all of those terms are explained in the AdWords Learning Centre. For each ad group, you then need to create ads, so that when a given keyword that falls within one of those ad groups is searched for, an ad is displayed in the Google search engine. And it's always recommended that rather than just having one ad, you have at least two, and you specify within the account the rotation option, so it gives you a chance to actually test if one ad might be putting a better result than a second ad. So that whole process can be very time consuming, and within sort of the mystic depths of how the Google AdWords system works, there's a lot of intelligence and knowledge has gone into that, but no one really knows exactly what it takes to be successful, because the rules keep changing. You may have heard in the past of the Google slap, which has happened a few times, which is where Google decides to change the way that it prioritises all of these settings within everyone's accounts to affect potentially how your ads are displayed within the search system. And most of those have been changes for the better in terms of how Google wants to represent itself to its customers, to make the customer experience better, and to try and ensure that when a customer searches for something, they actually get something that's relevant. And this is where the mystical quality score comes in, which is sort of a combination of a number of factors. And from the testing of a number of people that I've been following, it seems to suggest that the tighter each ad group is, and the more relevant the keywords are in that ad group, the better chances you have of increasing your quality score, because you can really drill down and make your ads relevant to the specific keywords that are in each ad group. And to some extent, although you can have a number of keywords to an ad group, the common thinking at the moment really is that for each keyword you really need to have that as a separate ad group. So one ad group would contain one keyword in each of its combinations of broad match, phrase match and exact match. So that's a very quick revision. As I say, it's been done very quickly, and if you're a little bit confused, then please certainly check all the other videos out on this particular site, or check out the AdWords Learning Centre. But how does the AdGroupGenerator utility that I've created help you? So essentially, the AdGroupGenerator utility takes your relevant targeted keywords in your text file and provides you with a web interface so you can just paste your keywords into it, press a button, and it will automatically create an output file that you can then use in the free AdWords Editor tool. And that file will contain information about your campaign, your ad group, and all the keywords giving broad, phrase and exact match. And that saves a hell of a lot of time from doing that manually. There's also an optional feature called the keyword length feature, which can help you in creating and designing your ads. It won't actually create your ads for you, but it gives you some information that can help you start from a good baseline. Okay, so this is the website that you've probably read through already. To save you reading through it again, there's a link at the very top of the screen that says go straight to free tools. If you click on that, it will go further down the page, which is where you'll find this tool. Essentially, some of the other videos which we'll look at in a minute of what's actually on our help system, but just to give you an overview of what's here, there's some general instructions which describes the simple three-step process you can go through using this tool. And so there's some other links here to get access to the help videos and about us, including if you want to register for some free information and updates. The utility itself has three sections. The first section is really where you type in the basic information that you want to use, your campaign name, and then you paste your list of relevant keywords from your other research. Section 2, these are the default settings. It specifies which keyword match types you want to use in your output. By default, I've selected all three. For some reason, you may well not want to use broad match in particular circumstances or whatever, so that gives you the option to specify. And again, we mentioned the optional keyword length part of the utility. By default, it's switched off. If you just click yes, then it enables that. That's all the information you need. You then press the process button, and it formats the information in two ways, and you get the processing results. The main section is this AdWords Editor Ready ad group data, which is what you will copy from this website and paste into AdWords Editor, which saves you doing a lot of this stuff manually. And then a little bit further down, if you've selected the keyword length analysis, there's another output down here, which again there's help videos for. Before going, it's worth just going over to the help videos, and you'll find that this is sort of an early draft of the help system. By the time you've watched this video, this is the video. Currently it's a graphic, but it will be there. And the navigation's on the right-hand side. You'll see that there's an overview, which is essentially this video you're watching. There's then a few videos on sort of a quick start, how to use the tool. Sort of a quick, the first one is how to use the 3 steps to actually get the data in and processed. This one, video 3, explains a number of the other options that you have there. And then, because it's optional, the keyword length output options are described then. And then there's another section of help where it's all very well knowing how to use the tool. This is more a case study of the end-to-end process of walking you through where to get AdWords Editor, downloading it and installing it, using the AdWords Keyword Free tool to actually create your list of relevant keywords, then coming to the AdGroupGenerator utility here to actually process that file you've created, and then it goes through how you actually select it and use the information that the AdGroupGenerator generates. Finally, it takes that into AdWords Editor and shows you how to process it in the editor. And finally, because it's a bit more advanced, there's something called keywords insertion within Google AdWords. That's really where the keyword length tool and information comes in useful. So that's where we will use that information. So that's the end of this particular training video on AdGroupGenerator. I hope you've enjoyed it. Before I go, I just wanted to emphasise that I've also used YouTube to host this particular video, so you might have viewed this video on YouTube or on the help pages of AdGroupGenerator.com. I'd really appreciate it if you head over to the YouTube channel, give feedback both on the video and how you found the tool. Feel free to embed the video on your site, blog about it, tell your friends. My YouTube ID is AdGroupBuzz, and I've also got a Twitter account with the same name, which is AdGroupBuzz. Great. Thanks for watching, and pop back soon. Don't forget to check us out here at AdGroupGenerator.com, the free tool helping you create Google-friendly, keyword-driven ad groups in 3 easy steps. You get better relevance to improve your quality scores. You slash the time you spend optimizing your campaigns, and it costs you nothing. See you again soon.